Welcome back. It's now 9:24 on your Tuesday. Well, it is National Women's Lung Health Week, and today you've seen many members of our team wearing turquoise to raise awareness about lung cancer. Did you know that lung cancer is the #1 cancer killer of women, killing almost twice as many women as any other cancer? Yet awareness and understanding of lung cancer remains critically low. You're looking at pictures behind me of my sister Erica, who was diagnosed with lung cancer 1 year ago, February 4th, 2016. She was 37 years old, she never smoked, and by the time they discovered the cancer, it was already stage 4. She sat down with me in a very candid interview and explained what her symptoms were and why it was so easy to miss.
Probably for about a year I had some trouble breathing. I had about 6 months where I got pneumonia about 3 times, which was very odd. Now granted, they did x-rays and they did see a mass in my left lung that they assumed at the time was pneumonia. And it turns out it was actually the main tumor of my lung cancer. Who am I to be ungrateful or bitter in this life? I am lucky. I am lucky. And lung cancer doesn't change that. It doesn't change who I am as a human being. It doesn't change how I love. It changed how I looked at life. And it made me look at life with open eyes and graciousness, and I'm thankful.
And we are so thankful to be able to share her story and to bring in an expert on this morning. We have Dr. David Cook from UC Davis to talk about lung cancer. Remind me your title, because it's a big one over at UC Davis.
I'm Chief of Lung Surgery at UC Davis.
Okay, so you're absolutely the perfect person to talk to about this. Now, Lung Force, the campaign was launched because there was this fear that there wasn't enough awareness out there about lung cancer, and it really is on the rise. The statistics and the numbers show more people are getting diagnosed with lung cancer, right?
That is correct. First of all, I'd like to thank your sister for her ccurage in sharing her story. Her story brings awareness to this specific disease. Yeah. More women die of lung cancer in this country and in the world than breast and colon cancer combined.
And when I first heard that, and when my sister first found out that she had lung cancer, her doctor told us that, and we had no idea that it was that severe.
Yes. All you need are lungs to get lung cancer. True, smoking is a big cause of lung cancer, but there are several thousand people who are never smokers and have lung cancer either through genetics or environmental exposures.
So we don't want to instill fear in our viewers this morning, but what should people know to be their best advocate for themselves when they're going to the doctor and to know about their family history? What are things that we need to know in order to make sure that we're monitoring things correctly in our own bodies?
Well, first of all, lung cancer is best treated if it's diagnosed early.
Right.
We now have lung cancer screening through special imaging tests for patients who are high risk.
Okay.
I would suggest patients talk to their doctors and ask, do they fall into the high-risk category? And if so, how can they benefit from lung cancer screening?
And is that typically someone who has a history of cancer in their family to make them high risk?
Specifically, an exposure to smoking can make them high risk. For patients who are diagnosed later, they really should have a collaborative relationship with their medical oncologist and doctor and have their tumor tested for genetic predisposition for lung cancer that could be targeted for special therapy.
Okay. Now, the elements, the air pollution, things that are all around us that we can't necessarily change as much as we would like to.
Yeah.
How can you make sure that your home is okay? I know that there are different elements in the air that we need to be looking for specifically in relation to lung cancer.
Sure. So there are elements. One in particular is called radon, and there are specific radon detectors for homes. You could go online and look up radon to see if your home falls within that category of exposure.
Okay.
Other aspects of environmental exposures and family history should check into.
Is it surprising to you? I know my sister, only 37 years old, when she found that it was already stage 4. Does that surprise you, or is this more common? People aren't getting diagnosed earlier because they're not showing all the signs of another type of cancer. Breast, it's more easy to detect, I would say.
Yes. So it is very common, unfortunately, for lung cancer to be diagnosed at a late stage. But we're very excited by the new lung cancer screening that's available and covered by insurance. And then there are other things down the road that are more experimental, looking to catch this disease early.
Well, we certainly hope that with our story we can help anyone out there. If you're hearing this for the first time, if you know that you are somebody who is considered high risk, Please do something about it. Be your own best advocate. Dr. David Cook, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
We appreciate it. From my family as well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, if you have any other questions, of course, feel free to let me know. And we also want to say thank you. Our whole team here at ABC 10 decided to put on the turquoise this morning, and we are showing off also the little whoosh pin, the Lung Force pin. That is to symbolize taking a big breath of fresh air. Thank you to all of our team members who did wear their turquoise. We also had a couple of viewers who sent me photos showing themselves in their turquoise. So we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for raising the awareness. I've received emails and tweets and text messages. We love seeing all of you out there helping to participate in this. We'll be right back.